What's going on? What's
Uh,
going
what's going on, everybody? I'm sorry. The Falcon therapist had been hacked by D-Led. Uh, Coach, we just go ahead and talk about this show today.
Hold on,
Uh,
hold on, don't do that, Skip. Now, but I know y'all ain't gonna let D-Leg come on here with all that old mumbo jumbo and bull jive going on there, Skip. We're
now,
not gonna do
now, Uncle Shay, I feel very flabbergasted and disrespected. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it over to the host here, and I'll probably ask some goofy questions later on.
Well, see, that's the point right there, D-Leg. You ask them old goofy questions and all that bull jive there, Skip. No, we're not gonna do that. Boy, my mama always told me, you show out, you get wore out. You're about to get wore out right now. That's right.
All right, Shay. Hey man, what's going on, man? We had tested you guys. Hey, look, it's the Falcons therapist. It's Dirty Bird Thursdays. Listen, man, we bring you guys nothing but the facts and stats and the truth. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. But before we do that, I want to get to the man to my left. He anchors us, comes with all the information. We got Coach Unchained. Coach, what's up?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dirty Bird Thursdays, man. 49ers week. You know, let's get this show started so we can get on, man. Let's do it.
And man, right below me, I need no introduction. He is the resident billboard himself. We got Michael Knight. Knight Rider, what's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, FAMU, North Carolina A&T, Morehouse, Morris Brown, Fort Valley don't count. But also a special shout out to my alma mater, the unsinkable, indestructible Albany State University. Man, y'all know it is homecoming season right here, and I am juiced up to the max. You hear me? How everybody doing out there tonight?
Must be doing good.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, before we do that, we are going to get into our roll call. All right. We got Joseph Thornton. What up, bro?
What up, Joe?
Melvin Emery. We got Deshaun Caswell. We got ATL Leo. We got Locke. What up, Locke? One of our homeboys, family. JBM 93. We got JB. We got Trick 654. Appreciate you for tuning in. We got Big Ant. That's one of all the homies right there. We got D Coleman. We got Lowski. Dre Harrison. And Sherman Wood.
What's up, y'all?
Thank you guys.
Hey, y'all, hold on, Skip. Look who just part of here, this Skip. That boy knew what 10 days just part of it, Skip.
What's going on, dog? How's everything going over there on your side of the field?
What's up, Black Bear?
What up, Black Bear?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on, guys?
Y'all are all tripping today, boy. What's up with all y'all today?
We're trying to see what it looks like on another side of town. Nobody really knows what it looks like over here because there's no video.
What is going on?
What goes on?
What is wrong?
Yeah, that's Blackberry right there. I don't know why he's driving my tractor trailer. I'm trying to figure out where he went with it. Got 4,500 pounds of ice cream.
Boy, y'all got
T-boy got these D-Led boys and down.
Y'all about to make me cry today.
It was rumored that I was going to be traded to another place, but they decided not to. They said I didn't have enough lumber in my bruisers, in my browsers.
Oh my God! Oh.
Not enough lumber down there.
Wait, hold on, wait. What you mean you don't have enough wood?
No, it says not enough. So I had to give it back. I had to give it all back. We were over the salary cap.
Oh my Lord, Jesus!
Hey man, look, we trying to get y'all. We trying to just hit y'all with something different today. But before we do that,
never know snotty.
D-Lin.
Oh boy,
we're crying, boy.
So he trying to say he a nasal decongestant now?
Oh my Lord. Jesus Christ.
But let's.
No, I never talk through my. I always talk through my. I don't breathe through my nose. That's what it is, guys.
So usually it's my ears, but right now they're kind of stuffy.
Oh my Lord.
I was born with one nostril.
Well, let us get into it, man. Look, we got when we get started. Hey, like I said, we got Manscaped. What I'm telling you, Manscaped is awesome, man. Look, you guys definitely got to get a hold to it. When you do, check out manscaped.com. Get 20% off when you put the code in AFN at Manscaped.
Free shipping too.
Free shipping.
Everybody love that free stuff. But if you're trying to get to the speaker box and you ain't taking care of your love below, go make sure you see them people. Go see them. Hey, what was say Blackberry? If you keep it clean, she won't be mean. If you trim it down, she won't fry.
Don't water your britches.
If you want to get to the pretty, shave your filthy.
Hey, what Maggie said? Hey,
you want to be happy?
If you keep it nappy, she won't be happy or something like that. Maggie, help us out.
All right, man. Let us get into the first topic of the night, man.
Oh my Lord, y'all don't start that crazy.
So Marcus Mariota indicated that he has plenty of room for improvement after 5 games with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna let Coach take this one right here. What you got, Coach?
Well, he's telling the truth. It's 5 games in, guys. Pretty much a new team. He getting used to everybody. But if you notice, when it's crunch time, the man do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 games, man. We're not expected to be nowhere anyway. So let him improve. Let the season let the season play out. So after season, then you can make your judgment on the guy. So that's all I can say. Not a lot to say about this, but it's 5 games.
What you got, Blackberry?
Of course there's room for improvement, Mariota. You're overthrowing folks. You're underthrowing folks. You're fucking up, Mariota. But you ain't fucking up too much. I'm going to give them that. You ain't fucking up the it's time to, go get on the red phone. Y'all know about that red phone.
About that best I call to the bull big dog.
With a pink slip on the end.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't gotta worry about no pink slip being in your mailbox when you get home. You ain't gotta worry about that. So
right.
It's room for improvement, man. But that's on every level. That's on every level at every position, not just his. So that's my take on it.
What you got, Knight Rider?
I mean, like Coach said, of course, it's only 5 games in, man. You got to improve. Can't do nothing but improve. But a lot of people getting restless, man. You're going to have to start taking care of that ball, man. He got to get it to a receiver. He got to take care of the ball. It's cool and all fine and dandy to see him come back in the 4th quarter. But look, man, we need to be solid for all 4 of them. We don't need to be playing no Tim Tebow ball. Stink it up for 3 quarters. And then come out in the 4th quarter and just let it rip and try to make up. Nah, we need to play solid for all 4 quarters. If that don't happen, Desmond really gonna be starting sooner rather than later. But it's on Mario.
We don't want that. And that's what
we don't want that.
Yeah, you don't need that. Well, you look at it. I'm looking at it from twofold because I was listening to a show and they were talking about how Arthur Smith, I mean, whether people want to hear it or not, he believes in Mariota. Mm-hmm. And when you have that kind of camaraderie, that's hard to come by. As we see right now, teams are losing coaches, teams are losing quarterbacks. And with everything that we've had go on, to know that your coach has your back, it speaks volumes, especially for your confidence. Yes, he has some stuff he has to clean up. He has to get focused. And in my opinion, this game would be the game that he needs to really show people what he's made of, where his focus is at, and really try to be a leader on his team. This is people want to see him lead. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? All of the little throws, all the little mishaps and everything, they want to see if he can be a leader of this team and actually command the offense. Mm-hmm. And that's the space that we're speaking from. So, yeah, but it's good that he understands he has room for improvement, because you got to think, you got some quarterbacks out there that will probably be in the same situation that would think they got it all figured out.
Baker Mayfield.
Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, this dude's so delusional, bro. Like you, man. He just it's a shame he done hit his. We ain't gonna get to talking about him, but it's a damn shame you done hit a ceiling this early in your career, in the ceiling, and that's a dwarf house.
Hit a ceiling, my ass, man. Baker Mayfield hit a brick wall, dog.
That's a dwarf house. That's a ceiling he done hit, and it's a dwarf house.
He did a dwarf.
That boy done hit a brick. That boy done hit a brick wall in a Pinto. It's over with.
But yeah, man.
He done blow that thing up.
Like I said, it's all about being patient with this, you know.
Right.
It's all about being patient, man. Like Blackberry said, he's not making those mistakes that. I ain't gonna say they're not costing games, but he's not making them so bad that it make the team look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's making, like I said, the same mistakes he's made. I love Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan made the same ones. Think about it.
But you know what, Coach? You guys said it. Mike said it. K Styles said it. You said it. Especially LT. We have been spoiled.
Exactly.
Because
that we have. Yes,
when Matt Ryan came to a complete team. You had playmakers already on the team, and all he had to do was do his job. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he came to a complete team.
Well, I would say 80-20.
He had a renegade.
About that.
I'll say 80-20.
Yeah.
But my point is, he had it to where all he had to focus on was doing his job. But what people do not realize, and we try to tell you guys this, if any of y'all ever played any kind of rec ball, basketball, baseball, football, or whatever, when you go from being hot on the court or on the field to having to sit for 2 years and watch and learn, when you get back on the field, there is no amount of time limit you can put on being rusty. We as fans expect him to come in the game and burn that rust off because he's been in the league so long. What you got to understand is rust is not only physical, it's mental. And because you've gone from team to team, you don't have that mental confidence to think that your value is worth anything. I said this before. It's no excuse on making mistakes, but it leads to making mistakes. Because what it forces you to do to overthink and try your hardest not to make mistakes. And we all know the harder you try not to make mistakes, the more mistakes you make. Because you do too much thinking.
That is when they come.
Well, I look at it this way. My bad, I cut y'all. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Blackberry. What was you going to say?
I look at it this way. I don't think at this point of the season and going into week 6, I don't think it's rush. It's not rush. It's really just chemistry and
right, and
understanding who your personnel is. See, that's why last week is kind of it's a tricky game because you got no Cordell Patterson, you got no Kyle Pitts. Two guys that this offense is built around.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't have those two guys, and you already been, struggling with chemistry between the quarterback and the receivers, so now you don't have the two main targets that the offense is built around. So now you got to work on chemistry with these other guys all over again.
Right. So
it's a tricky game last week for them with the overthrows and some of the underthrows. It's tricky with timing, making throws at the right time. Like a lot of timing was off this past game. So I don't think he didn't turn the ball over.
No.
I know he dropped that thing one time. He did drop it one time. I haven't went back to see what the cause of him dropping it was.
Snap.
So I think
he got it stripped out of his hand.
No, that's why he got stripped. He got stripped out the almost. That's right.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So he didn't turn the ball over. A lot of it.
Yeah. I said that's an improvement because every game he has had one. So
right.
So that is an improvement. So there's some upside. It's like it's about how you choose to look at it. Are you gonna look at it glass half empty or glass half full?
Right.
And I think a lot of our fan base, they want to look at it as glass half empty because they want what they want for the team. But
they want to feel good.
Well, everybody want to feel good. I want to feel good. Y'all, I like to feel good too. But what it is it's not. There's the football sense is so beyond your everyday thinking.
Yeah. And
the fan base needs to understand that a football knowledge and football mind is thinking in a whole nother realm, especially when it comes to organizing a team, putting the team together, building a team, forming an identity, sustaining a culture. It's a lot to think about. You got money to think about. You got personnel to think about. You got don't forget about off-field stuff. You got events going on. You got appearances and media, press conferences. All kind of stuff going on. But for Arthur Smith and Dean Pease, their football sense is on a whole nother realm than yours, than mine's. It's on a whole nother realm. You can't figure out what they trying to do. So you can't. What you want don't mean shit. And to say all that, put it in a nutshell, what you want don't mean shit.
Basically, there it is.
Yeah. What you got, Knight Rider?
Yeah, hey, Blackberry just said it all right now. I ain't got to say nothing else. I ain't got to say nothing else.
All right, let's go ahead. We're going to get into this other topic. I know this is going to be a real huge topic. It's been on everybody's mind. I'm not one for letting stuff linger, but hey, this is something right here. Grady Jarrett on pace for best season in his career. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, what's the word we looking for? Indubitably.
Indubitably. Knight Rider, I'm going to let you take this one.
Man, Grady Jarrett is on pace for a career year, man. I told y'all this from the beginning of the season. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more pass rush. And he doing his thing. And not only is he getting to the quarterback doing his thing, he doing it at the most crucial part of the game. In the fourth quarter, when you down and you need a big play, just call on Grady. He gonna be there. He gonna be there. And I'm loving it. And I just wish the rest of the line could it'll kind of click with them so they could get on the same page and just be dominant.
I got something to say about that, but I'm gonna go last. What you got, Coach?
He's on his pace. I'm looking at his stats right now because we started talking about it. His most sacks in one season was the year we went to the Super Bowl. He had 7.5 sacks. that year. He has 3.5. He has 3.5 right now.
2016.
And that was his rookie season, wasn't it?
Yep.
No, I'm wrong. No, I'm totally wrong. That was 2019. He had 7.5. He had 16. He had 3. No, his rookie season his first year was 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, he had 3 the year we went to Super Bowl, but 19. That's when he had his 7.5. I'm sorry. So,
he's almost there now.
He's almost there now.
Yeah.
The most tackles he's had in a season has been 51.
Ooh.
He's at 20 tackles right now.
I'm about to say he almost halfway there.
Yeah, he's almost halfway there. And it's only 5 games he played so far?
Yeah, they're gonna be week 6.
5 games.
Yeah, so he got 12 more games. And he's averaging about 3-4 tackles a game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can't. This is one of his best seasons so far. But it ain't just the stats; it's just what you see on the field also.
Right.
Yeah.
It's what you see on the field. You can tell I think you can tell his leadership is there too, because if you notice, every time he had a sack, except that last week, so I ain't talking about that no more. But every game he's had that sack in, this team seemed to take off at another level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even the first game when against New Orleans, he had that sack, they took off. Everything just totally changed. But yeah, man, he's doing it by showing his leadership, and the team is feeding off that. And to me, that's, like I said, showing that leadership and showing that that know-how is making everybody around him better. Yeah, that's a great season for a person. So yeah, just the leadership part of it myself. So
what you got, Blackberry?
I think what it is too is why he's on pace to having his best career is because he has more complementary pieces on the defensive line. He has more complementary pieces in the secondary. One thing I really appreciated out of this week, because I wasn't really sure if it was gonna happen or not, is the attention that bad call got, and it got a lot of attention, and I appreciated that, and I appreciated guys like Pat McAfee.
Oh man, yes sir, I love Pat McAfee. That's my guy right there.
I appreciated him breaking down the stunt that we performed to get Grady loose on that play, because we did it.
Beautiful, yeah.
We did it twice in that. We did it twice in that drive. Yeah. We did it on that drive twice, on the second down and on that play on the third down, and both times he got free.
Right.
Except that time he actually got there. So
that was perfect execution.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And somebody don't get a chance to do often is look at a lot of film. And I really want to sit down and look at the all 22 and I really want to look at if they design a lot of those, stunts, or if they design a lot of plays for him throughout the game, or is this something that they do mostly in the fourth quarter? Because
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was saying they do a lot of stunts, but when it depends on what Grady's at. They'll do a lot of ones. Grady's inside most of the time. You see Grady do a lot more stunts when he's on that, because Grady playing all 3 positions. He's playing nose. He's playing both sides of the ends also. But when he plays that nose or that D tackle position, he does a lot of stunts, especially when he's on the weak side of the line. He does a lot of when he's on the strong side of the line. He does a lot of stunts to the weak side. Yeah. So
before I get to my point of what shout out. What up, Locke?
What's poppin'?
Nothing much, man. Glad for you to be on. We just getting up to speed talking about Grady Jarrett. The one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna pass it to Locke after this so he can give his thoughts, is Grady Jarrett has he's being able to express his renewed hunger and everybody on the defense is picking up on it. And what people are failing to realize is that the emotion that he displayed when that situation took place galvanizes the defense to act as one functioning organism. And they're going to follow his lead. And mark my words, as the season progresses, the defense is going to get harder to stop. Because now what's happening is when you stop a man, when you try to stop a man from being great, you only make his hunger worse. So now Grady's not just playing the game. He's not just trying to get sex. Now he gonna make it a point to show you who he is on the strength of y'all think I'm playing. And that defense is gonna follow right along behind him. That's what makes defenses scary. They're gonna rally behind him. You mark my words. Teams are not gonna know what to do with the Falcons.
And if you don't know how motivated Grady Jerry is, just go pull up a video of him on YouTube on a treadmill.
Right.
That big boy be going on that treadmill, boy.
Hey, I knew he was gonna be something serious when he had signed that contract extension. But I could see it in his eyes, I could hear it in his voice. The boy ready.
What you got, Locke?
Well, the way I see it is understanding that, you know, he wasn't a slouch coming into the league, but he didn't get the respect, you know. And we had many different, you know, defensive ends. He fits the pedigree of what, you know, the ideal defensive end should look like. And like you said, it galvanizes the team just because when we look for any type of defensive play, when you have people triple teaming you like they do Aaron Donald, that pretty much shows you what type of caliber player you are. So when he has those complementary players, so when people look back at the draft that we had and they was wondering why we was picking these complementary pieces, drafting these complementary players, this is the reason why. This is the reason why we got to steal with Evan Ketty. This is the reason why, you know, we have the different people and pieces in the secondary and the second level or the third level of the defense. So people like him can go ahead and go out there and do what he need to do his job.
That's right.
And that's all, and that's pretty much all that matters. Like once you don't have to worry about what's behind you, you can just move forward and push the man in front of you. You know, do your stunts, do your clubs, your spin moves, your misdirections, move people out the pocket. It allows the players to be and play in their natural position, and they just move him around so you can disguise which way he's gonna come, and you know what I'm saying. And that's what happened. And as you notice, the 2 wins we got in a row, it came after our Grady Jarrett sack. Mm-hmm. So he's a disruptor, so it's all good.
And that's one of the things I was saying about that sack when we had. They called it back. They knew.
Yeah.
They felt it. They knew what something was going to happen special.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said in my little video I did there, I say, that's what a sack is. I'm talking about sacks. Perfect sack. They took it away from this man, which is, I feel bad for Grady. What more could you do?
That sack, people don't realize pressure is pressure. A sack is a tone setter. Because that lets the offense know that your quarterback can get touched anytime we want. Your quarterback can get hit. And that puts the quarterback on notice as, oh, shoot, this is one I got to look out for. And that certain sacks take and turn the tide of games. Like you always say, it's always 1 or 2 plays that determine the outcome of a game. And they knew it. But let's go back. Remember when the Hall of Fame Ray Lewis used to step on the field for Baltimore? Other teams knew when he stepped on the field what time it was. The defense knew when he stepped on the field what time it was. Grady Jarrett is doing the same thing for the Falcons. When he step on the field, everybody know now, okay, it's time to go to work. And the fact the way it went down and he was denied that only is going to make him play that much harder.
And you know what?
I feel for who in front of him this week. Oh my Lord,
man.
Oh man, they gonna go double. He gonna get double teamed on every play.
Hey, you need to say a special prayer for Jimmy G, man. Say a special prayer for Jimmy G.
Well,
Everybody
hold
need to come to the altar.
I didn't need.
Everybody come to the altar. Y'all know how to put them two chairs right there in front of the pulpit. The doors of the church are open.
Come to the altar. Yeah. I ain't really. I ain't even hear everything you say. To be honest with you, it was breaking up. But I heard Jimmy G and come to the altar, so that's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
But I think about this, guys. Grady and the rest of the defensive line as well. Mm-hmm. I think they might have opportunity to be even better from now on because of one element that I think is that's gonna make a major difference, and that's Troy Anderson.
Yes, sir.
If Troy Anderson can take away a lot of that dumping the ball off 2 yards, 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, if he can take a lot of that away, take them backs away a little bit, or take a tight end away a little bit, them passes coming across that middle that irritate us so much, like how is this guy open? How? Why is nobody around him? If he can take that away a couple times in a series, Grady Jarrett and AK and the rest of the crew, Taquan Graham, Lorenzo Carter, them guys might eat a little bit more because that getting the ball out fast, Troy Anderson can take a lot of that away. You ain't gonna be able to get that ball out as fast with Troy Anderson sniffing out plays and got the speed to catch up to tight ends and running backs.
Yeah.
And crossing receivers. And like somebody pointed out, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Mike. But they pointed out he's sniffing out plays before they happen. Something that Michael Walker wasn't doing.
Me.
Mm-mm.
And he's
tiptoe number 2.
Filling, right. And he was filling spaces because what we learned as linebackers, and coach, help me out with this. What we learn as linebackers is how to take up space from the opposing offense.
Got to feel it.
You got to feel it. You got to feel how much space you need to be able to take up. So being in the right place at the right time, you take away those short passes, those 1, 2, 3 throw, 1, 2, 3 throw. You take away those quick passes, those quick dropbacks. And when you do that, you throw timing off, which means when a guy like Grady Jarrett coming off the line, or AK, them speed guys like Lorenzo Carter and AK coming off that line, you throw that timing off. All they need is 1 more second. We see it every week.
Yeah.
We see it every week. All they need is 1 more second. 1 more second, and they be right there. So I think Troy Anderson is going to be a major difference for the success for Grady and the rest of the line.
Yeah. Before we get to the next topic here, I want to give shout out to Dre Harrison for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you.
$5.
He said, I won't be surprised if Grady come out the tunnel doing the Ray Lewis dance. Oh, man. We appreciate that, Dre Harrison. But
I got one for you. Look at this Facebook user. Don't know who he is, but I don't see that happening.
No, absolutely.
Too big of a risk. Too much money.
Too much money.
Thank you, Deshaun
Thank
Watson.
you anyway, though.
if you want to keep the Falcons team where it is, Lamar Jackson ain't coming here because you had to give the team up to get him.
Pretty much.
Unless they're gonna take the salary cap up another $200,000.
I don't know why would it. It's just another Michael Vick situation to me.
Pretty much.
Right.
And like I said, thank you to Sean Watson. He is the reason for all this malarkey right now.
Thank the dumbass Cleveland Brown organization.
Yeah, them too. Cleveland been doing a lot of. They've been doing a lot of favors for Atlanta, like in recent years. Though. Everybody think about that.
Let's go ahead and get to this next topic right here. So Kyle Pitts has the NFL's highest off-target pass rate. He has returned to practice. A lot. What you got on this, man?
I think it's just based off the fact that, he got so much hype coming through, his draft period and, being the highest tight end pulled from the draft and him having a catch radius that he has. That's one of the reasons why he'll have that high off target. But the fact that he's returning back to practice, that means, even as a decoy, like I said, when you utilize certain people too often, sometimes you get dinged a little bit. So, we just got to make sure we're doing the best to make sure we keep our depth, and give certain guys, time off the heel from them hits. And if you don't, then that's when they'll take a real heart injury, God forbid. But, with him coming back to practice, it's just, direction in the right. It's going in the right direction, and positivity is always good. And, in his absence, my boy Drake still looked good.
Drake!
Drizzy!
So at the end of the day, man, more weapons out there, the better. But, you always want your key players being, coming back healthy.
All right. What you got, Knight Rider?
What you said, high what? Off-target pass rate?
Mm-hmm.
Off-target? And everybody trying to question why Kyle Pitts ain't involved? Off-target? What's the quarterback's job to do? Put it on target. He got to put it on target. I be telling folks that shit. I don't mean to put the blame on him, but I know I kind of am. But when your quarterback ain't getting it to you, what can you expect? What else can you expect? Put 2 and 2 together, people. It's basic arithmetic. Put 2 and 2 together. He ain't getting him the ball. He can't get it to him. So you can't be mad at him. Like Arthur Smith said, you deal with fantasy football. This ain't fantasy football.
Right. What
That's
you got?
all I got to say about that.
Same thing he's saying, but it's all about timing.
Exactly.
All about filling each other. Like I said, they didn't work out during the summertime like other quarterbacks in their
No, they didn't.
So
that
they
still
developing timing. They like preseason they played 2 plays together, maybe give or take. So they still filling each other out, man. So just give it time, man. Give it time. That's all I can say. So
yeah.
What about you, Blackberry?
It's a lot of what we've been talking about, leading up to this point with fans being disgruntled and
fantasy.
Why? Yeah,
Fantasy owners.
I know a lot of folks gonna see that and say, "Oh, well, hey, that's why Arthur Smith don't trust. He don't trust Mariota to throw the ball. It's not true. He lets Mariota throw all kinds of damn passes.
If he didn't trust him to throw the ball, he wouldn't even brought him to the team.
Exactly. He's a quarterback. That's what they do. They throw the damn ball. You're not gonna play if the coach don't feel comfortable with you throwing the damn ball.
Exactly.
That part.
See, the thing is, and a lot of us that play football here, we know some guys were really good at being practice guys. They'll make them throws all day in practice, but for some reason in the game, when it was game time, they didn't make the throws. Nobody can explain it. Nobody knows why. It's
pressure.
Right. Yeah, there you go. We're pressure. So it's Kyle Pitts returning back to practice. This is a good thing. Now him and Mariota. In my opinion, what you do is before practice and after practice, you get with your top targets, and you practice routes. You do this all your career. There's not no point in your career where you should stop doing that. You learned that all the way back in high school. Hey, you're gonna get with the receivers, coach. We're gonna practice some routes before and after practice. Get used to so you can get used to that timing. I don't know if they doing that or not. It doesn't seem like they are because the timing just ain't been there. But I think that's something they should start doing if they ain't been doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I found interesting is when people talk about Kyle Pitts getting, off targets and whatnot, you got to look at it too. When Kyle first got here, he was the target. Everybody knew who he was. Everybody had an expectation. Teams game plan for him. Now they realize they got two problems. And Drake London has shown himself to be a problem. So now it's like Kyle gets that wiggle room we talked about.
One, I know where it's going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. Because
I know
now
where they're going to.
Because we said it. We said the minute Drake London shows the NFL who he is and what he's capable of, even in the slightest, now teams have to game plan for him. That takes pressure and attention off Kyle. Because what's happening is, and follow me here, I'm putting my major target on the line to block to take your attention off of him. So when I do put him in the game to utilize him, you're not paying attention. I'm giving Drake passes. So by the time Kyle Pitts comes on the scene, he catches one of those passes. There are one of those game-changing passes that he takes to the house. And now you're looking like, how did that happen? I keep telling y'all, pick your poison. Arthur Smith is not playing checkers. He's playing chess. He's playing chess. He's putting certain people in. Why you think he put Troy Anderson in when he did? Why? Because he knows Troy Anderson has experience and he has focus. Troy Anderson went right to his assignment before he even knew he had one.
Well, Michael got hurt too.
Yeah,
that's true too.
And was effective. But at the same time, Arthur Smith is moving pieces around based on whatever team he plays. Because trust and believe, he knows what Shanahan got going on. It ain't no surprise. So he's going to move pieces around. So this is why we tell y'all you got to be patient with Mariota. Because certain games, you're going to see Mariota play in his comfort zone. He wants to get Mariota out of his comfort zone so that when games get tough, you are very versatile. He don't want Mariota to be one-dimensional. Period. So Kyle Pitts is going to get off-target hits. Because like Blackberry said, it's a chemistry thing. All they have to do is get reps. And once that trust builds and he really gets, because it comes down to Mariota learning what Kyle Pitts likes and what he needs. What Drake London likes and what he needs, the personnel. The minute he gets that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because then what's going to happen is his confidence for throwing the ball will go up. See, sometimes the confidence to throw the ball means that you have to have trust in your receiver to know what they like and what they don't like. If you're not really knowledgeable about who you're throwing to, you kind of hold back because you don't want to throw an interception. The minute he gets that chemistry, it's a wrap. Because he's known to thread the needle, whether people want to give him credit for that or not. Now just imagine him having chemistry with Pitts and London to where he throws it to where he knows they're gonna be. Now what?
You mind if I ask Coach a question?
Go ahead.
Coach, do you think something that might help with this situation, with the timing and the chemistry with Pitts and Mariota and anybody else in the receiving corps?
Well,
maybe
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
Maybe scheme up some plays early in the game where you get quicker throws to Kyle Pitts instead of the more medium plays what they try to get with him.
Right. Well, you remember that? What game was it? What the Rams game where Cal got the ball at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
When he schemed everything for Cal that game. Everything was schemed. It can be done.
Or the Seahawks game. That was the Seahawks.
Or the Seahawks game. Yeah, there was. Okay, Seahawks game. It can be done.
Mm-hmm.
However, it depends on the defense, too. Defenses are scheming against us now. They're actually scheming. You know, they're like, okay, how do we stop the guy? How can we make sure Kyle Pitts don't beat us? They're gonna make sure Kyle Pitts not gonna be the one that's gonna beat you. They're doing it.
Right.
Like last week, they schemed against the run.
Mm-hmm.
So they said this running game ain't gonna beat us. But at the end of the game, the run game turned on.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said last week, Arthur Smith is not gonna stop his run. He's gonna keep running. He don't care he don't care if he getting 2 yards, he's gonna keep running the ball. But what's gonna end up happening, gonna be so much focus on that run game. Now I see things they can do, but I ain't the coach. But they're gonna start. Okay, how you say it? They're setting it up because after this game right here, we got a pretty. I ain't gonna say a weak schedule, but we got a pretty easy schedule after this game, guys.
Yeah.
So, like Coach said, he said we got a lot of football to go. All right.
Coach,
so go ahead.
Not to cut you off, Coach, but it's something you said. We had a talk a while back, and it's something you said concerning that game. And when we was looking at it, you said how when they started with the run game again, we spread the defense out. You said it's hard for them to run because they were stacking the box.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but you notice when they spread the defense out, that's when the run game became deadly.
Exactly.
So what that leads me to believe is, and I'm going to put you and Blackberry's theory together. They start them short intermediate passes or, RPO, start the RPO, just short intermediate passes across the middle to where you get Drake London and Pitts involved just to kind of open up so you can get them to spread out so that you can get the run game going.
That's what they do. It's
because like you said, because as long as they stack the box, you can't run it. And like I was saying before, they tried to make us one-dimensional. And that's what hurt us. So I'm inclined to go that route right there.
But not to cut you off on that part here. That's another scenario there. When they do that, right? When they stack in those box, right? Who eats the most? The kids. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Smith he's a smart dude, man. He said, okay, this is what they're gonna do. This guy's open. The kids gets the ball a lot. Drake gets the ball a lot.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So they're working together. Eventually, you're gonna have to play base. You're gonna have to play defense. You can't just focus on one thing.
Right.
So they set this up. Like I said, we got a lot more football to go, man. So I don't,
And the games that we played that we were beneficial in the first 3 quarters, what did we do? We mixed up the plays. We mixed up pass, run to keep the defense from getting into a rhythm. Yeah. But before that, we're gonna shout out to Wolf. What up, Wolf? Appreciate it, man.
Wolf?
What up, dog? Whoa.
But real quick, I think one thing we could do to help free up Pitts on some shorter, quicker routes. Do what the Saints do. Just run picks every damn well. Run wide receiver picks everywhere. They run illegal picks. They run illegal picks all game. Why do we can't?
They're calling on us because what we do. They're calling on us. I hate to say it, but
they will.
We like the those kid that been adopted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, so
we the only child that can do wrong. Everybody else is an angel.
Exactly. So yeah. But I got faith, man. I'm not worried too much.
Nah.
So
Nah. It's.
I get pissed off, but I'm not worried.
All right.
Right.
Before we before we get to the next topic, anybody got anything else they want to add to the topic?
Lot.
All right. Well, look. Before we get to that, we got 80.
Okay.
Before we get to that, we got 80 people in the room. Let's go ahead and get them likes up, Coach. Where we at?
Okay, I don't know. But also, guys, man, you guys who in this chat also, you guys hit that share button. Share button, share this content out, and also hit those subscribe buttons, man, on all our channels, man. So but yeah.
Yeah, don't wait to subscribe to our channels after. Go subscribe to everybody's channel right now.
Yeah,
Blackberry Rex.
Yes.
Coach Unchained. The what it is, Warren?
Falcons therapist, man.
The Falcons therapist. Hey man, go follow everybody right now. Night Rider, all wise, no eyes.
Right.
We need about 10 more likes, man. We got enough
everybody
people to give me 10 more likes.
Better say that, boy.
Where we at, Coach?
Still low. I need more. They going slow today. Come on, y'all.
Make love to him.
Yeah.
Let's get them lights up, y'all. Let's get them up. Let's get them up.
Give me five more, man. Five more.
All right, 5 more. Look, we know some of y'all in traffic. We get it.
Big facts.
Oh, did I mention it was homecoming down here, y'all?
Need 3 more, man. 3 more. Let's go.
All right.
That boy get excited around homecoming. That boy been do something strange, but not a whole lot of change.
Come on, man. Oh, I got a whole lot of change.
Blackberry, what you trying to say? He having $40 worth of fun?
Hey.
Oh no, boy, homecoming. Inflation.
I'm saying he gonna find his way in some sticky situations for real cheap.
We good,
y'all.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the next topic right here.
But keep liking, though. You in here, keep liking. You ain't done it. Still do it.
Yeah, keep liking.
The Falcons use all their depth in absence of Cordero Patterson. This one right here, I'm going to let Blackberry take this one.
Well, is that a question or a statement?
No.
That's like a statement, I believe.
Because I think we've used all our depth anyway. We got to remember this now. Damian Williams got hurt week 1.
Right.
Early in the game. He was going to be a big part of the offense. A lot of the role that Tyler Algier is playing, Damian Williams was going to play that role.
Yeah.
So they were going to use depth. I mean, I said this in the offseason. This is going to be offense this is going to be offense by committee. It's going to be running game by committee. It's going to be receiver by committee. And the main reason why is so that Mariota gets acclimated with the personnel and that everybody gets on one accord. Everybody gets chemistry and timing down. And when you got a lot of pieces you can use, you're not relying on just 1-2 guys to absorb all of their energy. And when it comes time for fourth quarter, we can't finish games. So I think this is and what have we seen weeks 2 through 5? We've been able to finish games. We've been able to be there and have the endurance and the stamina because we use the depth of our personnel. So I think it's something we've always done. Just because Cordell, even when Cordell was here, even when Cordell was, active, it was something we was always doing.
What you got, Locke?
Yeah, like you said, I don't know if that's a a question or a statement. Basically, I feel like everybody has played their position besides the 5 people that don't suit up, pretty much. And then, like I said, in the process of seeing who's gonna fit and who gels and what packages we can put together based off each game, I think everybody has touched or is going to touch, on the field. one way or another, even if it's special teams, offense or defense, you know. So, and it's always the next man up. Or if if they're just a big body and they just in the way of somebody else having a potential shot, then they get removed off the team, period, you know, rush. So, at the end of the day, like I said, we're going to use our depth. And like you said, Arthur Smith said it's a different game plan each game. Each game. So we might come off, he might be like, hey, we're just going to let's try to get, you know, defensive scores more than offensive scores. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, let's try to rush the passer and end the game in the first half and then run the clock in the second. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? So it's just, I think he's going to, you know, he does his scouting, his team does their scouting on whomever our opponent or our opposition is. And then after that, we make the necessary adjustments with the staffing and the personnel that we have. And I feel like everybody on the depth chart is going to get touched.
What about you, Knight Rider?
Hey, man, I like you said, I don't know. I'm going to take it as a statement. Of course, we're going to have to use our depth in absence of Cordell Patterson, man, because, you know, everybody's going to be zeroed in on him. But it also helps out that you're going to use everybody else because you don't know what way they coming with. You got to kind of keep them on the heel, keep them guessing. You know what I'm saying? Cordell Patterson, one type of back. Tyler Algier, he a different type of back. Avery Williams, he a different type of back. So you don't know what to really expect.
Change of pace.
Change of pace.
That's right.
Yeah, you gotta have that change of pace. Keep them all balanced, and have them just throwing fits. They just have brain farts all over the place.
Right. What you got, Coach?
Right. Every time Avery Williams done got the ball, he been butt naked, just streaking up the field.
Antonio Brown status. He's the man butt naked, got his ass all in somebody's face. Straight like that.
What you got, Coach?
With Cordero out, I'm just going to go in a different direction. We're more balanced. We don't have to feed him. You know what I'm saying? Cordell's he's getting 20 carries a game, right?
Right.
About 20 carries a game, and the other guys are getting 6, 7, so on and so on. But we're not passing as much. Like I said, it's a balanced offense right now. So with those 3 guys who are taking that spot he's in right now, it's the same thing. We're getting the same amount of rushing yards to a degree. So we're not really having Cordell is a difference. However, we're still getting the same amount of production to a degree with those same guys in there. So, you know, exactly. it's a give and take type thing. But with Cordell, it's a more of a you can distract people to do other things. These guys haven't got to that level of being that distractor to make other things happen.
I can say this too, Coach. To add on what you're saying about Cordell is he ignite the offense. Like he'll come and run a big run, and he'll ignite the offense because, like you say, it'll draw attention to our run game when we don't seemingly have one, and then we'll have a big run off by him. We'll be able to switch the personnel, and then they'll be brought people up to crowd the box, and then we'll get a good pass. So it works hand in hand with you know what I'm saying, staying balanced.
I'm glad y'all said that. I'm going to take what you said, Locke, and what you said, Coach, and I'm going to put it together. Basically, what this offense has done now is giving Cordell Patterson his gadget position back. Because now you have Tyler Algier, you know what I'm saying, and you have Caleb Huntley.
Hello, Mr. Huntley.
That are power runners. Cordell Patterson now, he can do what he does best, which is they can put him wherever they need him, or he can be a finesse runner. That means that you take the wear and tear off of him, for one. Number two, you can plug him in situations where you want to overwhelm the defense and make them honest. And like Locke said, with him getting on the field, he's like that spark plug that gets everything jumping if we don't seem to have that life on the running side of the ball. So now you don't worry about burning him out at the end of the season. You got another fresh weapon that you can use, especially when we get into the postseason. Again, you have just created a balanced offense, and a balanced offense is a pick your poison situation for any defense. That flexibility and unpredictability is what people will begin to know. Hey, when we play these Falcons, we got to be, they're going to make us honest. So now defenses will become predictable in scheming against us. Because there's only so many ways you're going to be able to scheme against a very flexible offense.
It's going to be interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
I seen a comment for the Q&A. I seen a question for the Q&A, man.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait to that.
Yeah, make sure you get to that. I'm gonna get to this next topic right here.
Yeah.
Said, week 6, which area does the Falcons need to improve on to continue to be successful? Coach, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Oh my God, I think that question. What areas do they Falcons need to improve on? Oh my God. Jesus, I can't think right now.
So many options.
Things, yeah.
So many choices.
I'm gonna let me think. Oh my God. Stopping those short ass passes. Jesus, my God.
Yeah, that ding and dunk, man.
Jeez.
Shucks.
Shucky ducky. Quack.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, that's
Right.
I can't think right off. There's so many different things though, but stopping those, actually not even stopping them, just being there when it happens, not waiting till they get 5 yards to make their tackle. You know what I'm saying? So they can throw it, but you gotta be like within 2 yards. You need to be hitting them. Because those guys been getting like 6-7 yards, and sometimes they getting 15 because of missed tackles and so on, and bad angles of tackling. So, but hey, that stupid penalties.
That's what I often go with. That's what I was gonna say right there.
It's so much. It's I can go 1,000. I can say 1,000 things, but shit.
Right.
I got two, but I'm gonna wait to the end to say mine. What you got, Blackberry?
That's it, man.
I mean, I'm with Coach. If out of all the things I could point at, I go to those short yardage throws that turn into 10, 11, 12 yard, gains. And that's why I said maybe Troy Anderson is going to be such an important addition to the starting lineup, because we have a very small sample size of him taking a lot of that away in that Tampa Bay game. So if he can put if he can put that together for the majority of a game where we get stops and give our offense more opportunities, because like we said, our running game, we gonna wear you down. The more opportunities this offense gets to wear down the other team's defense, the better. If you keep giving up all those short yardage passes that turn into 10, 12 yard gains and get off the field on third downs, give that offense more opportunity, because really that's the weak part of our defense. So if we can eliminate at least another 40% of those conversions on third down, on second and third down, to be real about it, if you can cut down those short yardage passes, you're more likely to get your defense off the field and give your offense more opportunities.
What you got, Locke?
I'm trying to go
on. The way I say it is how we play the fourth quarter. Play all 3 quarters like that.
Definitely.
Like, don't wait until we not getting a call for a sack that didn't go. They'd be like, oh man. And I mean, I understand that was an opportunity that we could have capitalized on. But at the end of the day, like you say, with the always be closing situation where finish the game like how you start the game.
Right.
You know, or start the game.
Like you finished it.
Yeah, yeah, basically. But I feel like understanding that, you know, also capitalizing in the red zone situations. I think a few times we could have had the games already in our favor if we would have I get it, cool, missed the kick, but understanding that, you know, and I know penalties had something to do with that too, but making sure we execute better in the red zone. Period. Like,
Oh yeah,
so crossing that pie line,
yeah,
right? Crossing that pie line.
pretty much get them TDs, and that's what's going to secure the game, because most of the time it's going to have, once we score touchdowns and we get ahead, certain teams, they have to switch their whole game plan just to go to passing, which spreads everybody out, and then they don't have to stack the box because you know they're going to need to pass to catch up with you, and then that allows Ketty and, you know, Grady to do what they need to do at the end of the day. So I mean, like I said, it shouldn't take, you know, to the end of the game. I mean, I like those type of games as well. Don't get me wrong, I like the comeback games, but you know, it's more exciting. But at the end of the day, when we don't get the dub, we can't be upset.
Correct. Now, that's a good point. The two that I have will kind of tie everything together that you said. Number one, we got to do better at controlling the line of scrimmage early in the game. And number two, staying in the moment. Because everything we said on this panel is good. But the Falcons have a problem when we come out the gate staying in the moment. Focusing on right now. If it's 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 8, 4th and 1, staying in the moment. Focusing on your job, doing your job and only your job. Or like Dean and them would say, knowing your man's job, but doing your job still. We have a bad habit of coming out in this game scatterbrained for 3 quarters, and then we all of a sudden wake up and realize we're playing the game in the 4th quarter. And like we all said about this past game, had we been in the moment in them first 3 quarters, there was no way that call would have took us out.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stay in. Right. We got to stay in the moment. We got to control the line of scrimmage because of the simple fact, the line of scrimmage, if we control that, we take care of 1st and 2nd down where we don't get into 3rd and long. We stay ahead of the chains, which means that we can run the ball, which means that we can burn clock, which means that we can make the defense honest. We can wear them down and impose our will. If we don't stay in the moment, then we got to do little goofy plays and trick plays, and we got to make Mariota get uncomfortable and throw the ball out of sequence, and he got to try to find receivers he don't have chemistry with yet because we're not going by the game plan. And a lot of times when you're not in the moment, I don't care if you're on defense, offense, or special teams, you will lose a game. Because when you're not in the game or in the moment, you give away those opportunities. If A.J. Terrell is in the game, is in the moment, he expects that ball instead of being surprised by it hitting him in the chest. You get what I'm saying? Any sport, you have to stay in the moment. The minute your mind drifts off or the minute the game gets away from you, it speeds up. You lose all ability to be effective in any part of the sport at all.
So you think it's been a lack of focus in the first half of games? You think that's what it's been?
Because if you look at it, what have we been saying? Man, if Hodge would have caught that catch, if AJ would have caught that, I will say 60-40, because a lot of times you're in situations and you're just trying to make a play. So however the play turns out is how you react to it. But a lot of those catches, a lot of those missed opportunities are not being focused. We even seen Mariota. A lot of times, case in point, when the ball is snapped to Mariota, the center is not focused. That's why the ball's going all over the place. You're focusing on you're focusing on what the person in front of you can do versus you being a person snapping the ball, then getting to your assignment. You see what I'm saying? The same way if a linebacker is not focused like Michael Walker, you stand flat-footed, which means that you don't know your assignment or you don't know what you're doing. You're not in the moment. That's how that's how an offensive person can get by you. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of the stuff, when we look like we on the field bouncing around like marbles, they're not in the moment. But if you notice, it's always one play or one player in the fourth quarter that says, oh, we're going to come back. Yeah, you're going to come back because that one player makes a significant play, i.e. Troy Anderson. That shocks everybody to say, oh, we're playing a game. We need to tighten up. Yeah, you need to tighten up. Tighten up coming into the game, being in the moment. Getting out of the moment, how you lose championships and everything.
I hope focus ain't been an issue, because then that would negate everything I've been saying about the coaching staff embedding it into these players, the mindset they got. So I hope that ain't been the case.
Well, no, you know what?
I haven't seen signs of it, but I'm gonna pay attention to that this week.
Well, you know what? You know what, Blackberry? Technically, you still on par with what you're saying, because remember, if you coach something, is it not their job to execute? And if you don't execute because you've been going over it, 9 times out of 10, that lack of focus is why you don't execute. You either two things: you don't trust what you see or do, or you're not focused enough in the moment. Because like you say, the coach can give you the play, you got to execute. And if you're not focused on executing that particular assignment, you make mistakes.
Well, you got to think about this also. Just being a player and seeing it. What if these guys are so prepared? You understand what I'm saying? They're so prepared that their mind is overthinking what's going on. Because I see it, okay. And what's funny about the whole thing, you see these plays, like, they're coming. They're coming to that where they need to be at. But it's like, why are you in there already? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not, like you said, it's like a trust issue to themselves, I think. It's not that they're not confident enough to it. It's like, I know I need to be here, but what if this here happened? Like especially those DBs, man, they're thinking about they got to watch more than one thing, and not just one person. It's like a whole area they need to be watching. So they got to be aware of what's going on around them the whole time. So if you're overthinking that, or you are so prepared that, okay, I know I have to be here, but I got to watch this too, and they're just reacting just a little bit too slow to what they need to be doing.
Well, if you ever notice, you can tell when we all been in. You know how it's a term called the zone. It's when you mentally you're not worried about making mistakes. All you worried about is the play. You do it second nature. And this is what Mike was talking about when you seen Troy Anderson. Troy Anderson winning the game, all he cared about was the play. He didn't care about if he got it wrong. He didn't care about if he missed it. All he cared about was, I see a play happening, I'm gone. Whatever happened. And I know for some players it takes a while to get back to that, or it takes a while to get yourself in that rhythm.
But think about this from Troy's point of view. Troy been on both sides of the ball at a high level.
Yeah. So he has expertise. He has expertise in that.
Yes. He can tell by the way a person lines up, or even the way he probably can hear when they call these audibles out or whatever. He probably knows some of the nuance of that audible. And he's like, okay, maybe it's going to happen right here. So that's why he's so fast. He's able to process it faster too.
And he's good at reading first steps.
Exactly. He watched it. He probably could see their foot moving. Okay, he's going to cut back this way because he was a running back too.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Running back and
So
quarterback.
he can probably, he can probably dissect thing a little faster than the average linebacker because he's done it before.
Yeah, he's trained. He's trained to read. He takes the quarterback progression and adds it to a defensive player's technique.
Exactly.
I read the field, go through my progressions, and I attack. So that it's almost like I got telepathy on knowing where they're going. But that
and he probably read
is,
those linemen too. Okay, that lineman moving this way, so they're blocking that way. Okay, he's coming here. So he goes to that spot.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
he's
that's
reading those linemen just from being the quarterback. This play he's going to develop this way, so this play is going this way. So yeah.
But that's the part that we all say that's a part of development.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we tell everybody y'all got to be patient. Because these are the small, intricate details of football that to most spectators are boring. But to a real football fan, this is the
get
stuff.
my blood running. Get my blood going.
Right. This is the stuff. This is the stuff that makes or breaks games. This is the stuff you don't see on the field if you don't know what you're looking for.
And this what we telling folks about Richard Grant and how far he's come along.
Yeah, he's came along.
Oh yeah.
Because he ain't what you describing with the lack of focus and with coach with the second guessing. Richard Grant ain't doing none of those things. Richard Grant has been on point.
He's a true safety. He's a true safety. Simple as that.
He's a true safety. That's absolutely right. And a true safety can be a free or strong. It don't matter to them.
Right. Let's go ahead and get this $5 from Dre Harrison. Appreciate you, man. He says, Troy might be the key to this whole defense clicking. He very well could open up Taquan Graham and AK to get sacks. That's true.
I believe so. I believe so, Trey.
That's true, man.
So.
You on point with that.
You see him like a missile.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna hit you still.
He's gonna get back there faster than most of the personnel we got.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Mom?
Yeah, she is.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We have the bouncer in the room. Don't get out of pocket.
Boy, you get out of pocket, boy, she's gonna put you back in there.
I'm trying to stuff you back in there.
Put you in the pocket like $2.
Why it sound like somebody watching the Wheel of Fortune? The hell going on in some of these backgrounds?
Well, you know, I'm always doing laundry, so you know I gotta have my homecoming fit, man.
What we gonna do now, man? We just over an hour. We're gonna go ahead and get into our Q&A portion of the show. You guys put your questions in the comments, man. We're gonna do our best to get them answered and everything.
Yeah.
Let
me go back to what Wolf was asking, like who's some guys they could target in free agency.
Yeah.
I don't know who can target in free agency, but I'm looking at some guys that some trade targets, and I saw a couple names that were real interesting. One of those guys was Chase Claypool.
Okay.
Wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, I could really see Chase Claypool playing on the opposite side of Drake London. He kind of be an upgrade over. Of course, he'd be an upgrade over Brian Edwards, because Brian Edwards ain't really showed nothing. Because Aaron Hodge is more like a depth guy to me. That's just me.
Yeah.
So Daryl's doing this shit though.
Yeah, he good.
He's doing
but
this stuff.
Chase Claypool really would be an upgrade on that other side.
So you move what's going back into the that wouldn't look nice. Yeah, you trade Elwood and Bird. The Bird ain't seeing the field, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you another name right here, Deron Payne.
Yeah, boy.
That'll help down that D-line.
That'll be a real good look on the line.
You get Deron Payne and Grady Jarrett on that line if you want to.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about the meats, baby.
Well, Braun Strowman said you gonna get these hands.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of eating going on that line if we can land a trade for Deron Payne. Even though I don't know how much money he'll be wanting, it depends on because he is a price tag. He a price tag guy.
He ain't no price tag like Robert Quinn though.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put that in here just y'all.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna put it on the what's called. Hold on. I'm gonna post it.
No.
Yeah.
But man, hey, that Chase Claypool, man, that was a real interesting one to me. I was like, whoa.
You about to do it, Coach?
It's up there.
Oh,
you know
God.
what? Somebody
oh my gosh.
What that is? What they say?
Somebody
read it. I can't read it.
I got it. It said Atlanta police say they received a call about a burglary at the home of NFL wide receiver Julio Hammy Jones. Where they caught up with the suspect, they said they was already donning a former Atlanta Falcons gear.
I think there was no. I ain't gonna say. I won't say something. I ain't gonna say it. I often they go talk about Tom Brady's wife, but I ain't gonna say it.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna be nice today.
She ain't gonna be a wife too much long. You go ahead, go right on ahead.
No, don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't need
to go Antonio Brown.
I was just finna say, Coach, you're not referencing Antonio Brown, are you?
He took his shirt off.
See the bad boy there, got his ass all in somebody's face.
That boy nasty. Antonio's stupid, man.
Coach, what do you happen to know about that situation? That seems like you got a little bit of information on that Antonio Brown shirt.
Did Julio have a pool? He could have been at Julio's house doing that pool. I don't know. I ain't saying where it was at.
From what I could gather, they said the suspect was seen running down Old National backwards with the number 11 on. So I think that's how he got caught.
Anyway, I had to put it there. Maggie just put it in there, so I had to let Julio's fans know that his house been broken into. So it probably wasn't his fans. You never know.
The only thing they're gonna get out of there is a leg break for a hamstring. Maybe they got some bad habits too.
God damn.
Coach, somebody else said when they found him and they opened up his bag, he had some grease for the ham sandwiches in his bag. Had Julio's fingerprints on it. What do you got to say about that?
And he probably had a lot of money in there too. He don't stole a lot of people's money. They probably just trying to take it back from his ass. They probably Tampa Bay and Tennessee come and get their money back from his ass. That's what it was, probably.
It seems like that. They also caught Calvin Ridley's burner phone in there. I don't know what he's meaning with that.
Oh shit! Hey,
so Julio shot up. So you trying to say Julio shot up Calvin Ridley? Julio did that to Calvin. Julio, you ought to be ashamed. Stop, man. Let me stop. Anyway, let me stop. Hey, guys, I want to say something also. Y'all know Isaiah Oliver still isn't off the He's still designated to return. So
yeah,
according to coach, he's like he's gonna see how it goes. I guess he got to tomorrow. See how
they really taking it easy with him. They really are.
Yeah, well, you know what though? I believe it's more or less like let's see what else this group can do. Let's see what else this group can pull off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the safety group has been very good.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
Why would you put a piece in valuable like that right now if it ain't broke?
Well, if let him finish. He'll be in next year.
Let him finish that. And I believe I believe that's gonna be one of them post game surprises right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be at the end of the season. He gonna be a surprise.
Yeah. I think so. I think when we get into those games that really, 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 I mean, every game matter, But I think when we get into those games that are playoff implications, I think
Right there, the
we'll
nitty-gritty.
put everybody we need to put in at the end. And I'm glad that Casey Hayward is starting to turn his head around now.
Oh yeah, about time. Yep.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. But you want to know what? Casey Hayward is a breath of fresh air at the second cornerback, bro.
Compared to that dude we had last year, that's Mr. Holy Toly.
Oh my God, bro!
That mother had a pilly. He had a pilly in every game, at least 2. That mother
yeah.
You know what?
The best number 2 corner we've had since now was Robert Alpha, and that's saying a lot.
Right.
He held a lot too.
Oh, I remember Robert Alpha used to give me migraines watching the Falcons. Bro, I'd be like, man.
Robert Alpha thought every game was cuffing season, but every day was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, real touching feeling.
Oh, hey guys, no, we didn't talk about this guy. We didn't talk about the trade.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, it's about Debo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, I think Stevie Wonder could have saw that blindfolded in a basement.
I'm assuming he passed his physical because he's not back on our team.
Here's the deal with that. If you paid attention to what happened, look at the timeline. From the time we let Debo go and everybody, I know Mike was talking about it, the way it went down, what moves have we made for the adjustments on this team thus far? Look at the people we brought in.
No.
Troy Anderson.
Well, I'm saying like as far as bringing
practice
people
squad
in.
guy.
Yeah, practice squad guy.
D linemen. We brought in everybody. We brought in pretty much been D linemen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of D linemen.
Arthur Smith is building depth so that none of his players have to feel burned out on that field.
Yeah.
Except for a couple of positions. If you notice
that, and there's that, and there's we've had a few guys get signed from the practice squad to other teams.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So you want to keep that.
I mean, they cut the kid already.
Yeah, that's a testament. That's a testament to this coaching staff and how they put talent together on the team.
Oh, yeah.
That other teams recognize it might be some hidden gems over there in the Atlanta practice squad.
Exactly.
That's my point exactly.
This coaching staff knows how to put talent together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They showed did a better job than Q-Ball Quinn.
Well, see.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Terry Fontenot, what they did is, if people paid attention, Terry Fontenot's job is easy now because he knows what Arthur Smith's scheme entails. He knows how it works. So now all Terry got to do is see these dudes that fit that scheme. Now it's pretty much plug and play.
Yep.
It ain't, you're not making this up now. You're not making up an identity. You got an identity. So all you got to do now is plug and play. Everything got to fit that mold. That's it.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you another intangible about that. Another intangible too. Arthur Smith ain't got no ego like Dan Quinn did.
No.
Yeah, you right. You right.
And Dan Quinn ego cost us a lot. I know plenty of time Chuck Smith went and just dropped the hammer on Quinn about that.
For real, cause Chuck Smith used to be like, "Hey, give me this guy. I can really. You got something there. Give him to somebody who's a specialist on the line, like myself, and let me see what I can turn him into." But
ego.
You didn't want to listen to the guy that trained Aaron Donald up.
A defensive mogul.
This is what's messed up about Dan Quinn. Now you don't. Is what's called on anybody's team?
Who?
Beasley.
Nope.
So he ran this man out of the league because of his carelessness and his arrogance.
Who that?
Yep.
Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
You say he ran who out of the league?
Big Beasley.
Big Beasley.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't even.
But Big Beasley, you know what though? It ain't all Dan Quinn, but Big Beasley ran himself out the league also. He had the opportunity to go. He had the opportunity to go train with Chuck Smith himself,
and didn't do it.
He lived in Georgia
in all seasons.
Yep. And then he want to be in the locker room crying and going Oh boy, sit your goofy ass down some damn way.
But you know, some of the story behind him was that he really wasn't focused on football in the first place.
He wanted to be country music singer, right? Something like that.
Right.
Country music singer.
I think there's something about country something.
It was country music. Yep.
You know what? I'm about to get to this next question because we ain't not talking about no rhinestone cowboy on here.
No, you gonna say
man? If he would have became a country music singer, he wouldn't even win styrofoam. Man,
he had friends in high places. He thought he was Garth Brooks.
Yeah, let's get this question right here from a Blizzard.
Adios and bye con deal. You get you on up out of here.
He was the artistic type. He was the artistic type.
He said, why we ain't getting nothing for Debo but a 2023 6th-round pick?
Take that money off that books, bro.
Yeah, that's that money, bro.
Yeah. It's one of them. You give a little to get more later on. Yeah, so to speak.
Or you look at the fact that we had so much dead money out there with them bulls deals that we had to get up off of us. That's why we let Matt Ryan go. That's why we let this person go.
But we still owe Debo $12 million next year.
Still,
right? Still got to pay him $12 million.
But it's not.
They save almost six and a half this year.
Yeah. So. All right. What about this from D. Coleman? Said, do we see Marlon Davidson this season? Nope.
Nope. He may be another trade piece too.
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like really?
But I hate that though, man.
Can't do anything to really until after the new season though. That's all they about really. You can't do anything to him till the new season starts. You can't trade him right now. Right, he is no longer. He's nothing right now. He's like a person. He's not taking no roster spot. He's just there. Shit. We just have the rights to him.
I wish he would have had an opportunity with Dean Pease. I wish he would have had another go under Dean Pease because I really think Marlon Davidson got a lot of potential, man.
He can talk good.
He's one of those. Like I said, he's one of those ones where when the moment show up, he ain't in the moment all the way. He's still at that press conference telling people how he enjoyed the fact that he could hurt people for free.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm giving every defensive player up till last year the benefit of the doubt because of the system they was in. I'm serious. I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm even going to give Tat McKinley the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Dan Quinn just ruined this young man's career but check this out now. Y'all see Dan Quinn. Y'all see Dan Quinn back in head coach talks.
I heard that too.
Back in head coach talks.
I heard that too. You may see him in Carolina next year.
Oh God.
Yep, that's what they talking about. You might see him back in the NFC.
Please put him over there. Please put him over there.
That's just a storyline. They like putting former teams.
But look at his. Okay, this is what all these recycle coaches do, man. They go to these teams, especially these coordinators, right? They get second chances. Mm-hmm. A lot of them get these second chances because their defense, like Dan Quinn, that cover three, I don't know how it's working. It's working because he has good talent over there too, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't have no talent when Dan Quinn was here on that defensive side of the ball. You had a couple guys that can produce, but you didn't have no great talent there. Our DBs was like second nature, so they was not the greatest DBs. We had Grady on the line. The year we went to Super Bowl.
I don't know. We was the 8th ranked defense in 2017.
Yeah.
After
we had young boys that was hungry.
Yeah.
They
were trying to prove.
And to be fair to them, a lot of them
they got paid and they got lazy.
Well, I think I mean that could be it, but a lot of them did get hurt. Ricardo Allen got hurt. Keanu Neal got hurt. Desmond Trufant got hurt. Robert Alford was hurt for half of that next season. I mean, it was a lot of injuries, and sometimes it's just unfortunate what happens. I don't know, man.
All those people you just said, what's the key to all those guys who you just mentioned? They all got paid at the same damn.
Yep, they did. They did. They all got paid.
Yeah, because Thomas Dimitrov had a pool party throwing money at everybody.
That's true.
Checkbook.
That's true. You have to know how to put 1 year and 2 year contracts in place on the like everybody don't get paid. You can't pay everybody. You got to have a good eye for talent to plug in another player the next season where you don't need to pay a guy to other than paying somebody that really should get. Like for instance, Devin Trufant was our #1 corner. He should have got paid. He played his way into a contract that 2017 year.
Yeah,
he should have got paid. You should not have paid Robert Alford.
He got an interception.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let's be real about this. We all know we had that one job where once we got our check, everything relaxed. Our morals, our mind, our work ethic. We was just like, all right, I'm done. And that's what happened. They played, they got paid, and that was the end of it.
I know y'all think that's what. I don't know. I don't think them guys.
I don't know for sure. But now I got a statement I want to make. Now, how did Devontae Freeman get paid? And he kind of, I'm gonna say he kind of screwed up Super Bowl. I would have never paid it that shit. I would have gave him some water.
That's hard, bro. I hate
the man missed that block. That block caused that Super Bowl.
No. I'm talking about for a GM. I ain't talking about the decision. I'm talking about the position of GM.
Tevin Coleman was coming around, man. Pay Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
Because after he got paid, what happened to Devontae Freeman? Concussion. Yeah.
You can't control
that's just me. I'm coming that chain again, man, because that's gonna piss me off right there, boy. Y'all start talking about that. I get pissed off about that, boy. That suck, boy. That fucking bitch, that block, boy. I was like, oh shit. I had a house full of people. Man, y'all don't want to, but no, we ain't want shit yet. I was pissed.
Man. I don't want to relive it. That's what I'm saying.
So that son of gun should never got paid either. But anyway, that's another story. we on 2022 team now. Forget those guys, man.
There you go.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. How do you think we're going to play our games defense-wise going forward with what we have experienced? Because we all know the elephant, he's sitting in the corner drinking a Mai Tai. We all know it.
Oh, he drank Kool-Aid, man.
He. Because here's the deal, and this is the reason why I asked this question. When you deny somebody something, you only make them want it more. You make them more aggressive. You make them more focused on getting it. Mm-hmm. Now what's happening is you got a very agitated team and a very pissed off defense that want they get back. How do you navigate that? Because as we've seen, we're trying to justify foolishness with foolishness, and I'm gonna put it in that context.
I go first. I said you got to keep them grounded for one. You can't let them get too over anxious. See what I'm saying? So you keep them grounded. Okay, let's play your football. Play strong, play fast, play aggressive like you want to play in your mind, but be smart about it. Don't overdo it too early. You know, don't show your hand too early. That's what I'm saying. So pace yourself, but come out strong with it. You see what I'm saying? So I like, for instance, like the Super Bowl. I'm going back there again. We played so fast and so physical and so aggressive early. That fourth quarter, we was tired.
Yeah.
So we got to pace ourselves, you know. So, yeah.
Get their ass out there and run some damn gassers and run that damn track. I don't give a damn how tired your ass is. You better find that second damn left. You better find that next gear or your ass going to be doing gassers and
this team is
some bit.
This team we got here, they got some energy at the end of the game. They're not tired. they're like they stronger. So
yeah.
you know, so I'm not saying that. I'm just you got to still pace yourself. You don't want to go so fast and give your whole, you know, unless you just completely knock them at the game. You're up 40 to nothing, but something like that. But yeah, so you got to pace yourself.
I'm gonna take a page out of my boy Knight Rider book. When he say he got a fever, hey, say it with me, Knight Rider.
Guess what?
On the count of 3, baby. 1, 2, 3. More
I got a
pass
fever.
rush.
And the only prescription is more pass rush.
Oh, pass rush, baby.
Yeah, guys, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
But that pass rush got to be a lot faster this week because y'all know that damn Jimmy Tree, he get rid of that ball faster than
he gonna get rid of the ball fast.
He get rid of it fast, man.
Overwhelm these referees with pass rush. They can't call every goddamn hit on the quarterback a damn penalty.
Right.
They can't call it. Overwhelm they ass to the point to where it's like, well, damn, what you want us to do, Jimmy Garoppolo? They knocking the stuffing out your ass.
Look, if we come out controlling that line of scrimmage and sending them guys on a like, if you just get Troy Anderson, AK-47, and Lorenzo Carter put him on a mission. I need you. Your job is to disrupt his life. Not hurt him, but disrupt his life. Trust and believe. They ain't gonna have no choice. But look, at this point, we got to let them play. Because Shanahan is like Sean Payton. He will draw up a Sesame Street play that ain't nobody ever seen before or ain't seen in the last 35 years. And be like, oh, shoot, where did that come from? So the middle of the field, we're really going to have to pay attention to. But as far as that running game, we are going to have to be like, it's going to be the pass rush party. This game going to be the pass rush party.
And we're going to have to contain Lil Wilson because he has been running the hell out that ball.
Wilson been running the hell out the ball. You're right.
Yeah.
Tevin's backup. He's super.
So don't forget Debo Samuel.
But y'all, I'll let you guys know they're starting left tackle Trent Williams. He's out.
Uh-oh.
He's out.
That dude can't never stay healthy, bro. He's just
he get paid.
He probably another one need to just stop taking up damn roster space.
He get paid every year.
That dude can't never stay healthy.
They got a rookie right guard starting.
Yeah.
4th round pick, Spencer Burford. They got 2 rookie right guards, so just
and
but another person we got to watch out for, not just George Kittle. You know how Kyle Shanahan like to throw you his fullback.
Brandon Ayuk.
No, the fullback. Kyle
Juszczyk.
Yeah, him.
Juszczyk. Yeah.
You got to watch that little ass.
And he burned us in the past. He's burned us before.
Yeah. That's who won the game last year for him.
Yeah.
Now, with y'all saying that, we got some get back on the offense because now, now you ain't going against the Oompa Loompa crowd.
Yep.
And this offense is going to have to provide the defense with cushion. That's gonna be how we in my opinion, that's how we gonna win this game. We're gonna have to hit first and we're gonna have to score because we're gonna have to give our defense cushion enough to do what they do. Because like I said, you got Shanahan drawing up these crazy plays. We already know how this went down last year. So he's already right now, as we speaking, he's already in his booth looking at us drawing up Sesame Street plays.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just take his little tablet away from him. He'll forget how to.
He'll drop it somewhere, won't he?
Yeah. He'll forget how to run plays after that.
We just got word. Kyle Shanahan, he lost his tablet.
But yeah,
Right.
Hey, somebody get one of the girls on the phone from Magic City. Get Kyle Shanahan up in there. See if we can get that playbook from up out of.
You ain't even got to do that. Just offer him a head coaching job somewhere else, and he'll probably be talking about that instead of focusing on the football game.
We got to
find it daddy.
Let's take this question from Tay Rush. He said, "Is Walker this year Steven Means?"
What?
That was disrespectful.
That is not even funny.
That was disrespectful.
What?
That was
Steven Means.
What?
It wasn't a damn thing mean about Steven.
Steven Means.
The last name.
Who?
What?
Y'all crazy.
Y'all
crazy.
We are.
What? He on somebody's team, ain't he?
He on somebody's team.
You know what?
No, I'm gonna say no, Walker. He's not Steven Means.
No,
he ain't on the sideline doing that cheer.
So, he didn't come equipped with pom poms.
Yeah.
But we going on an hour 45, man. Look, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great show and everything. Hey, we love what we do, man. Like I said, we like to bring you guys fun, but also, facts, stats, and the truth. But let's go ahead and start off with my boy Locke. What's your final words, man?
The likeness.
Pretty much, man. We have to, like I said, we need to focus on the things that we feel like is most important to us and not harbor on the past. So hopefully they go out and do what they need to do. I know somebody like Grady Jarrett is going to be kind of skeptical about, he's not going to be skeptical about getting in the backfield. It's going to be about what I'm going to do when I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think we've always had that problem where it's us versus the opposition, and the refs is part of the opposition. But we got to go out there and completely do what we need to do all 4 quarters of a game, and not just, like I said, not just wait until the last minute. So that's just my final thought on that. Just go out there and do what we need to do. Always go out with making a statement, because, like I said, at the end of the day, we was a 2-15 team, and you look at every game we played, we've been in it. So that's, to me, that's not a caliber 2-15 team. That's a winning team. We just need to execute, because, like I said, in the beginning of that Tampa Bay game, it was like they were lost. So, like, going back to one said, and hopefully it's not the case, but like Blackberry said, they need to be focused. Like, I mean, I like you've been here before, but then again, it's a new team, young team. It's their first time playing together, and then I need the fan base to be patient. That's it.
All right. Tell them how they can find you, man.
All right. You can find me on Twitter, Locking Sports. Same thing for IG, Locking Sports. YouTube, Locking Sports. Content coming, music coming, man. Hey, it's on its way.
All right. Night Rider. Tell them
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, Attapulgis, Georgia, Adel, Georgia. What else I'm thinking about? I'm thinking some of these little small towns. Climax, Georgia, all of them. Yeah, Climax, Georgia. Look it up. Grady County. Not Grady County, damn, that's Decatur County. I'm tripping. Down about Banks. But also a big shout out to the unsinkable, indestructible Albany State University, man. It's homecoming around here. If anybody gonna be in Albany for homecoming, y'all find me. I'll be there. But my final thought is, man, I know everybody's still pissed. I know everybody hurt because Goofball Boga, whatever his name is, want to take the game away. And we gotta get it. Let's get it out of our system, man. We're gonna turn all that into some rage on the field. God have mercy on these 49er souls, man. Cause boy, they will be right there in the eye of the storm come Sunday, man. Y'all can find me on IG and Twitter at NightRider229. All Y's, no I's. Might catch me on Snapchat at NightRiderFDU. Hey, yo, one. Let it whip, Junior Flip.
All right. Go ahead, Blackberry. Tell them what it is, man. What's your final thoughts?
Home team. Listen, y'all know we appreciate y'all coming through and checking us out and listening to us talk all this cash money shit. But at the end of the day, we love you. We love to love you like Timberland and Magoo, baby. Oh, I'm just ready. I'm after a loss, man, especially one like that one. I'm just so ready to get back to the next game day. So y'all rise up, go Dirty Birds, do whatever you like to rant and chant for the home team, baby. Always represent for the home team, baby.
That's right.
What the hell? What was that?
Get rich or die trying.
That's what I heard. I was like, what was that? That was Mrs. Blackberry giving her 2 cents. Yeah, because I wasn't ready for that one, but that came in time. Oh boy!
Tell them where they can find you at, Blackberry.
Y'all can find me on something called Twitter. I don't know if you know about it. It's the little blue bird. You go on there and you put my name up there, and it's Blackberry Lyrics. That's Blackberry, no C, just a K. Same thing on YouTube. Blackberry Lyrics, no C, just a K. And y'all make sure y'all come check me out. I'm finna start dropping some more content. I've been away from it a little bit because I've been so busy trying to run these trucks and trying to do this, that, and the other. But y'all come check me out, come subscribe, and we about to go. Oh, don't forget, Fridays, Georgia Sports Nation. Make sure y'all tuning in Fridays to Georgia Sports Nation. Okay?
Right.
I ain't gonna be there. Y'all know me. It'll be knee deep in some homecoming festivities.
Well, I swear, boy, if I see you on Channel 5, I'ma know something.
Oh no, we ain't got Channel 5 out here. We got Channel 4.
Well, I bet I see your ass on YouTube then. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, Coach. What's your final thoughts, man?
Hey, man, I'm just ready to get for I'm ready to get ready for the next game, man, because that last week threw my whole week off. So
you too.
Yeah, just threw my whole week off. But yeah, man, let's just get ready for these 49ers, man. Let's showing this team, and just hope they stay focused, because that call can actually mess up your season too. It can throw your whole psyche off, man.
Right.
So, but let's just hope this team here is strong enough to overcome that. So, yeah, man. Yeah. And you can find me on Twitter, Coach Unchained. Same thing for Instagram. But you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Coach Unchained also. So, yeah, man. Let's get ready for Sunday. Oh, by the way, I'm doing my early morning Saturday football show. So come on up there. We're gonna talk a little predictions of games and talk to Georgia, Florida, everybody. Yeah, everything. Just come on that Saturday morning. I'll put the thing in the chat.
Hold up. Breaking news, y'all. We have just got word that the suspect in the Julio Jones break-in was somebody that was sent by Julio, and he had lost the key. And he didn't have a spare key, so he had to go in there and break in the house just to get the rest of the money, just to pay off the referee from Sunday. That's what happened.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hell. Okay. Wow. Okay, Wood. It's on you.
Hey, man, look. We had a good time, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure also you check out Georgia Sports Nation, as well as Coach Unchained. Also, Sunday, we're gonna be on, so you'll get the early show, regulators, and then you'll get us live show, and then you'll get Mad Mike's take, and then you'll get our takes after the game. So hey, it's gonna be an action-packed football Sunday. But hey, you guys can follow me at the Falcons Therapist on Twitter, and on IG and TikTok at Elegance Wellness Massage. And for everybody else, you can follow D-Led at dumpsterfire.com. Yeah, I'll be just about everything in the calls. Hey, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Good night. Can I do again?
D-Led. Shut the hell up.
D-Led, go night-night.
I'm about to go. I gotta put my spam on the pan. My spam start to burn.
Make sure
I'm burning spam.
Make sure you keep it at low heat so make sure you keep that at low heat so it crackles. Hey man, look, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the home team, man. Till next time, we out.
Happy homecoming, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace out,
we burning spam.
And we out, guys.